What's up? I'm back. Something just popped up on my head, so I'm gonna just drop a quick video about it. Uh, have you ever realized when you like talking to someone, or this is more? I think it'd be more easy to think about when if you were mad. When remember talking to somebody in an angry conversation, it's like you have multiple versions of you that want to say something, but you like ciphering through that person. Like, which one do you really want to say? Like, there's a reasonable you that you want to, like, you know what, just chill, bro. And then there's that, man, fuck this nigga. And then there might be even a little lesser than that, like, and then there might be even a more crazier than that. Like, I'm gonna kill this person, like, and clearly a lot of people tap into that in this world. But there's also, you might get into a heated argument and you might choose to coward or just be scared or afraid. Like, you might have fear towards this argument because you don't know what, you might be talking to a boss or someone that has more power than you feel like. But it's like we all have that ability to tap into one of those versions. And I just think, that I had this conversation with myself and on here before. It's like all those versions of you are you, of course. I mean, every one of those voices are you. Like, you can't deny it or anything, because I mean, you have tapped into one of them voices before. Like, maybe not every last one of them, but you tapped into enough voices in your head to know that I have logic behind these voices, or I have a true feeling or energy behind these voices. Like, each one of those voices will say something whenever. Like, you might be talking to a girl that you want to be, get with, and you might have this, like I said before, fear, or you might just have overconfidence. You might have a bunch of different things. You might be an asshole. Like, it's a bunch of different things you can tap into, and voices in your head. You might be too sweet. You might be too, like, whatever, but it's a bunch of different voices in your head that even say, man, even though I'm typing this might be a little too simple. This might be a little too sweet. Sometimes you be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go with it. And sometimes that's the right voice to go with. Sometimes you should have listened to the other voice. But either way it go, those are all your voices. Those are all inside of you. And I just think, that's a part of our God being. Like, bro, we have multiple conversations within inside of ourselves that show that we're multiple dimensional. And, like, we can tap into anyone we want to, in the sense of, how will you react, how will you respond to the things that's happening in your life. Because, I mean, you can't really necessarily control the things, but you can choose what do you want to do after. What is your true outcome after, like, and I mean, for a long time I listened to certain voices and I was like, fuck it. I was on that fuck it energy for a long time, that yellow energy for a long time. And I mean, it's cool because you learn a little bit about, taking risk and being unfearful about shit. But I mean, that was a phase of my life I had to go through. I tapped into that energy for sure. I tapped into that yellow. Like, no bullshit. People were tapping into that yellow energy. People were still tapping into it. And I mean, either you gonna learn, but you're gonna definitely get bit by that shit. No bullshit. Like, I mean, what else can I say? Let me look at my notes real quick. Yeah, I feel like all those voices, like I said, are ours, and you should just listen to them without judgment. Like, even if you do have these, like, thoughts in your head of murdering or killing or just being violent, like, think, talk to yourself. Why do you feel this way towards this person? Why, like, what did they do? Like, do you just need to leave the environment? Why do you, like, what is the reason for you feeling this way? Like, it might be a job, it might be whoever. Like, it might be somebody that abused your loved one. It's like, all right, well, this clearly is the most rage, the most unthought. Well, not I ain't gonna even say unthought out, but the most reactionary physical approach that you can take. It might not be a wrong approach, because that's like, I think you shouldn't judge any of these thoughts, because I mean, like I said, they all popped up in there for a reasonable reason. Because if you believe how I believe, everything is really based off your environment. I mean, these thoughts wouldn't come in your head unless you was based, like, something was happening to you from around your surroundings. So these thoughts that pop up in your head are real thoughts. Like, I seen somebody talking on Twitter the other day. It was like, I mean, shit, y'all think Jesus all loving and caring, but no, that motherfucker was here to destroy some shit. He even tried to destroy the church. I had tweeted it just recently. I think it was in Galatians, I believe. Yeah, it was in Galatians. I don't know. I forgot. But it was just saying, just he came here to destroy the Jewish churches or whatever, because the Jewish churches was not the church of God like they claim, pretty much. But I mean, there's a bunch of different voices out here. Like I said, I feel like I should always say fuck America, fuck, the UN, fuck the societies that hold us in oppression, even if it's through voluntary oppression. Still fuck them, because they know what they're doing. And I mean, those voices in my head are very logical voices. Those are my godly voices also. Just like I have other voices in my head that say, you know what, you need to cope, you need to do this and do that so you can get where you need to be in life. I also need to keep that edge on I still need to keep that edge that this world is trash. I shouldn't lose sight of any of my voices, because all of my voices are true. There are true reasons for saying these things, no matter what. Like, I understand a lot of people do kill and rape and do all these other things, but like somebody said, this Boom Gang dude need to be in jail. Like, thank God he finally got arrested. I hate this nigga, but in all reality, to think that he need to get institutionalized is crazy, because that's not gonna fix shit. Like, he has mental issues. He need medical help. He don't need to go to jail. Like, you can clearly see there's something wrong with this man. It's not like he's not this, like, bro. And the reason these things are wrong with him is because of his environment, how he was raised, how this world raised him, bro. It's not just, like they said, take a village to raise a child. It's been villages raising us, and it ain't been our villages, point blank, period. It ain't just your mother that's been raising us. It's been the schools, it's been the fucking government, it's been the radio, it's been everything that we let into our fucking communities and into our houses. And those things affect our voices that's in our head. And through reasonable judgment, I mean, I'm not gonna say rape is reasonable, but through this world, bro, like, that's what this world is creating. And then to, like, think these people are crazy or sad and they just need to be shined away, that's like just throwing away. Say you making a computer program, and when you go to see all the errors that's in your computer program, you just ignore the errors and still put out that program. Like, that program is, like, it's your fault. Like, it's the environment fault. It's whoever programmed these people fault. It's errors in these things, and you're just throwing away the errors instead of trying to figure out why these errors came about, and then fixing the environment, fixing the programming, so the people can truly heal. But it ain't gonna be any healing until this world change. Like, we keep looking at these people like, oh, what's so wrong with these people? Why are we having these mass murders? Why? Oh, what's wrong? Like, is it the guns? Is it this? Like, no, bro. It's the people mentality and how we're raised. We're raised off of war mentality. We're raised off the fucking colonialism. We're raised off doing things through. Hope you having fun, bro. I hate niggas, bro. Good for you. Like, what was that for, bro? Like, I'm on my mountain in the monk fucking mountains, fucking going through knowledge, and this nigga wanna fucking do that. Like, what a bitch. But like I said, that was appropriate voice, bro. Like, my environment bullshitting while I'm trying to shit out shit, and my voice, I'm listening to that voice, man. Fuck that nigga, dog. Trying to shut and shit. But yeah, man. Like I said, the environment it breeds animals, and it shouldn't. Like, if we're so sophisticated, if we're so smart, if everybody's going through these school systems, if everybody's no child left behind, if we got all these programs, what's really going on? It's not the guns. It's not. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the people, because I know the people are just a reactionary effect of what's been happening to them. Point blank, period, bro. Like, I don't know what else you could. I don't know why people. I mean, I know why people think like that. It's you're taught to think these people are anomalies and not really sane and things like this. These people are very sane. These people are going through very sane thoughts, because this world is insane. So you have sane thoughts that go through your head, and you act those out from this insane world. But I don't know if that made sense. But if you've been listening to what I previously said, it should. Like, I don't know. You can't judge these people because they're crazy or doing things that are out of this world or out of your mind that you would never do. Because of course I would never do these things. Like, I've grown, I've learned, I've deflected enough of this bullshit to realize what's really going on. But I mean, some people haven't, and some people are not as strong as others. So I mean, is it their fault that they're getting ate up by this fucking society, bro? No, it's the society fault that we're letting them keep doing it, bro. We need to realize what this society breeds. We need to realize what's really wrong with this world. And until then, those people won't ever get help because we'll always just throw them away. Point blank, period. Those people will always pop up because this the world we live in. It's the society that we breeding. Like, if we keep throwing people away, it's just going to keep happening because we're not solving our problems. We're running away from our problems. And I talked about this in my Twitter. Another little point I can hop into. Like, America won't ever be great because it keep running away from its demons. We are its demons. It won't ever own up or fess to what it truly did to us. It won't give us, like, our right. It won't give us righteousness back. Point blank, period. And it's dug too many fucking holes. It's ran too far for it to turn around and climb its way out. Like, nigga, you need to go and just throw dirt on top of them, bro. Like, because at this point, they're just stalling because, I mean, there's nothing else they can really do, bro. It's just they fucked up so much, bro. They ran away from their demons for too long. And, I mean, if you keep running away from your demons, I mean, you're just following the American ways, and you're going to end up being one of those people that's crazy or, you know, insane, pedophile, rapist, murderer, whatever. You keep following the American ways. I mean, America runs away from its demons. When you run away from your demons, when you do what your founding fathers did, or when you do what your ultimate government or masters doing, like, I mean, you're going to naturally follow them because they're the leaders of this world. Because, like, I mean, technically, that's what people going to see, like, unconsciously. Like, they're the leaders of this world, so you're going to naturally follow them. When they run away from their demons, you're going to run away from your demons. When they don't fess up to the shit that they did to the Indians truly, or the black people, and what's the true stories and the true histories and herstories, like, it's going to be problems, and nothing ever going to really get fixed. It's going to be a bunch of just patchwork, and eventually the dam will break. The waters will flow, like, period. Like, I mean, yeah, don't run away from your demons. Don't get caught up in this fucking crazy ass world. Like, I know it's hard not to be products of the environment, but you gotta step out of it. Create your own environment in your head, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's what people be talking about. I'm not really on that shit right now, so I don't know. I guess I should come up with something before I leave, like, I'm more of a coper right now, being honest with you. Because I know this world trash. I just know I gotta do what I gotta do. But, yeah, I guess that's it. Deuces.